Sometimes they keep quiet. They talk to themselves, talk to their own devils, or talk to others. He says, what is this man? He's just a man. Who he is? Exactly the same way they said to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And after that, he was coming to us and do magic. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls the opposite. He tells them, you're coming and you do magic, and Allah will use it to you. Some of the scholars, he explains this verse beautifully. He considered the illusion life, the one we live in, and we think is our life, is a magic done by shayateen, by the devil. Make you believe is not straight, is not straight, is not the truth. But the real truth is the real vision in Quran. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَنَا فَأَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Do you not have vision? Can you see? Today we can ask this question. Can we see we're going to die? We cannot see we're going to get older, and we might never be older. Can we see we can be dead, or we can be sick, very ill, and we cannot move? Can we see we can be poor, we can be paralyzed? But we are in the state of illusion. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He calls it another verse. We are in a state of drunk, but not from alcohol. Because the drinking alcohol, it will leave residue and lead to hunger, 2, 3 hours, 6 hours. But loving this life and believe this is our life is the most alcohol and drugs anyone can take. And once you take it, you're finished. None of what I'm saying will benefit you. Even the word of Allah will not benefit you. The word of the Prophet ﷺ will not benefit you unless you open your heart and discover you are not resident of this life. Because the only way to start understand what we're talking about is we start understanding you leaving. And you cannot be the son of this life because you will never be. Nobody before you and nobody after you. You accumulate or you do not accumulate. You have or you do not have. You're leaving. All of us, we're leaving. And we have to send and receive the message before it's too late. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to wake up the heart by the will of Allah to we can stand and stand still for a moment and be honest at least for a moment with ourselves or our desire. Where is my heart? Where is my desire? We find some sister aching for her husband, some aching for her son and daughter, some aching for his wife, some aching for the job, some aching for money, some aching for treasure, some aching for a house, some aching for a car, some aching for this, some aching for that. Nobody aching to cure his own soul. Nobody aching to provide for his soul. Nobody aching to save his own salvation of his soul and his body in this life and hereafter. What more than that? This state and this speech is not designed and I do not plan it to just be MashaAllah, a nice evening with some popcorn and some nuts, and we go to sleep. No. At this time, close the tape, shut it off, enough for you. This tape is only for those who want to be built sincerity. and want to wake up and build salvation between themselves and Allah and nobody else. What about my husband? What about my wife? What about my kids? What about my family? What about my money? What about my status? How you can give them? What about my status? How you can give them something when you do not have it? This is the work of shaitan. Today shaitan, the devil, makes us busy. Busy with everyone except ourselves. May Allah save me, and I will not be among those. Because it's so scary to look after everybody, to think about everybody and forget even your own self. In which way to build your salvation between you and Allah? Again we talk about sincerity. Because without sincerity, you cannot reach nothing. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ طَيِّبٌ يُحِبَّ كُلَّ طَيِّبٍ وَلَا يَقْبَلَ إِلَّا طَيِّبًا. Allah is pure, and He loves everything pure for Him, and will not accept anything except pure to Him. You cannot do a good deed with the intention, good for my husband and for Allah, good for my kids and Allah. No, it has to be for Allah only. Yes, benefit your husband, yes. Benefit your son and daughter, yes. Benefit my wife, yes. Benefit anybody, yes. But it has to be pure to Allah. 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 To be pure to Allah. A word I hardly hear among Muslims. Only when they swear a lie, they use it. Or they do mischief to each other, and they use it. It will be witness against us, not to us. Word Allah is a beautiful name. Is a great name. It is Allah. Is a creator. We should elevate this name. One person, one time, he was walking, and he found a piece of paper, shredded into pieces, and it has the name of Allah in it. He took it. He took care about it. And he dried it. He put it together. And he kissed it. And he put it in the wall. And he started crying. And he said, "Oh Allah, how I can see you in the ground and not elevate it? I cannot do that." The same night he was leaving, when he saw in a dream someone come to him and tell him, "Also and so, with what you done, with the paper having the name of Allah, Allah promised to elevate you in this life and the hereafter." Who are we dealing with? We're dealing with Allah. Allah, the one who deserves to be loved, the one who deserves to be known, the one who deserves to be worshipped, the one who deserves to be thinking about, the one who deserves to really try to connect ourselves to. Are we doing that? Do we not do that? When I sit down with people, my heart is aching. All they talk is material status, material status. Male, female, younger, old, everybody. When would be the time to talk about Allah? Do you know, my brother and sister in Islam, your heart has many tubes feeding this heart. The mouth is one. This mouth has a tube going to your heart. The eyes is two. The ear is three. This is the major three tubes going. After that, you have the brain, the thinking, your thought going. But according to the three major tubes and tunnel going to feed your heart, this is the status of your heart will be. Why today we cannot gain iman? Why we cannot gain faith? We complain about the devil. Why we cannot complain about the eyes? Why we cannot complain about the ears? Why we cannot complain about the tongue? Why we cannot complain about our own thought and memory? Who stopped us?